Morning, everyone. For those just joining, we're waiting for the parties to join and then we can get started.
Oh, did I lose you?
No, can you hear us?
Yes, but I had lost my screen.
Okay, and for those just joining, we're waiting for the parties to join and then we can get started. Attorney Hartnett, have you heard from Mr. Poehler's attorney? I don't see him online right now.
Yeah, I spoke to him this morning. I expect him to be.
All right, I see. Attorney Santoro, if you can hear me, I just tried to promote you to a panelist. If you can accept that invitation, then you'll be able to speak and participate.
Hi, this is Attorney Charles Dillon. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, we're having technical difficulties here, so I'm on my cell phone.
All right, no problem. You may need there we go. Yeah. When there's multiple mics, I think there's a little bit of reverb. Attorney Dolan, are you okay to start or do you need a minute?
No, we're okay to start. I'm here with the attorney Sullivan, who is also representing Mr. Poehler. So yes, we're ready to go.
All right. Well, good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday, May 20th, 2026. The time is 10:02 a.m. This is a pre-hearing conference in the matter of Gary Poehler before the Massachusetts Peace Officer Standards and Training Commission. This proceeding is open to the public. We are convening remotely over Zoom, and this pre-hearing is being audio and video recorded. The Honorable Barbara A. Dortch-Okara will be the presiding officer over today's pre-hearing conference. My name is Lizzie Zhao, and I'm the hearings administrator for the Post Commission, and this matter is now before Judge Dortch-Okara.
Good morning, Counsel. I'm going to ask you to identify yourselves. I see two attorneys representing Mr. Poehler, I imagine, but you can explain it to me. First, for the commission.
Timothy Hartnett on behalf of the commission.
Yes.
Charles Dolan from, I'm sorry.
Yes, sir. Proceed if you would. Identify yourself.
Charles Dolan for on behalf of Gary Poehler.
No, this is Dylan Sullivan on behalf of Gary Poehler.
I'm sorry, I don't see the other person who's speaking. Is he there with you?
I'm Charles Dolan right here.
And who was the second person?
That's Dillon Sullivan.
Okay, and who are you representing, Mr. Sullivan,
Mr. Poehler.
as well? And who is Attorney Santoro representing? Is there Joseph Santoro on the call?
Yes, there is. I believe we were corresponding with him, but if he's not participating, I can remove him as a panelist. Great.
Good morning, Counsel. The purpose of this hearing is to explore whether you believe an agreement can be reached between the Commission and the respondent, and any issues that you know may cause you to file a motion, or any unusual discovery issues, any issues of law, other matters that need to be brought out before our hearing in this matter. So first, let me explore whether you have sought to reach an agreement on this matter. I understand that Mr. Poehler has retired from the police force. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor. He resigned from his position in April of 2025.
Okay. Who was speaking? It's hard for me to see your mouth. Was that
Dillon Sullivan.
Mr. Sullivan? Okay.
Yes.
And have you and Attorney Hartnett spoken about a resolution of this matter?
We have spoken. Talks have been unproductive thus far, but we are open to, plan to, and would like to try to reach a mutually agreeable resolution to this short of a hearing.
And what do you say, Attorney Hartnett?
That's pretty accurate. We just to, I have to chase a little bit. They've issued last week. They sent me a discovery request, and I think that it's really hard to discuss resolution until they have all the records.
Yes.
And so, I've started that process of trying to get those records to them, and then.
You're not as clear. It's hard for me to understand you.
Sure.
You can speak a bit louder, or there's something with your audio that's unclear.
Did that help a little bit?
A little bit.
A little bit? I don't know. All right, I'll try to
just speak louder then.
I'll speak louder, yes. Yeah, I think once we have exchanged discovery and they've been able to see everything we have, I think the discussions will be a little bit more fruitful. But yeah, we're open to potential resolution. I don't have a good sense of how realistic it is right now. But certainly we're open to it, and then the fact that he's retired may make it more possible. I don't know.
Yeah, that was my assumption, but of course I don't know. Sure. Does Mr. Poehler intend to go back into law enforcement?
His preference would be to go back into law enforcement.
I see.
Yes.
I see. All right. The discovery matters can be concluded amongst yourselves. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
You don't need any assistance from me. What about witnesses? How many witnesses do you expect if the matter goes forward to a hearing?
I would expect the commission would have about 5 or 6 witnesses.
Oh, okay.
I don't believe any of them would be particularly long. There's just a bunch. There's 5 or 6 people who are complainants, so they would anticipate they would all potentially be witnesses.
And what about on behalf of Mr. Poehler?
We currently do not know. It's going to depend on what we see from this discovery production. I would anticipate a similar number, possibly a 6. I'd say would be a good number.
So we're talking about up to 12 witnesses?
Correct.
Okay. Now, oftentimes parties are able to put together stipulations of agreed facts and the like. Would that help you in shortcutting this hearing?
I think that would, Your Honor. I don't know what we would agree to quite yet, just because we don't have the discovery production. We'll be receiving that by June 12th.
Okay.
So, I don't believe, I mean, we'll certainly discuss stipulations, and always like to do that. I don't see this as a heavy stipulation type case. I think a lot of the facts are in dispute.
Okay. You need the live testimony. Is that what you're suggesting?
No, I mean, there are a lot of it is in no, actually, I don't think a lot of it may not need live testimony, or if the testimony might be very brief. I mean, there's a lot of documentation, and there's video as well. So, but there are different issues, and I think interpretation of the documents in the video is going to be disputed.
All right. Now, what about any issues of confidentiality? Nothing arises to me. Do you have anything concerns?
No, not at this time.
No. Yeah.
Okay. And the law is pretty clear on this. Do you expect any particularly interesting legal arguments in this matter?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Well, that's good. Anything else? From what you're saying, we're looking at a hearing certainly longer than 1 day, if ultimately you have up to 12 witnesses.
Yes, Your Honor. I would anticipate 2 days, possibly 3, but I would try to keep it to 2.
2 to 3 days. Okay. And you agree, Attorney Hartnett?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's look for our next event. I think this might benefit from another conference, a status conference, to determine after discovery, after the 12th, what you can do to, if you can't come to agreement, narrow this down a little bit, potentially, so that we can shorten the hearing. I don't know. You'll have. Is this a documents case as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So let's look for a date after the 12th of June.
Full disclosure, Your Honor, I am anticipating a baby boy due in early July. So my preference would be to have a hearing in late October, sometime in November, because I will not be sleeping too well for a couple of months.
So you're taking paternity leave?
Yes, Your Honor.
But when will you begin the leave, if I can ask?
My son is due on July 8th, so I would anticipate sometime a week before or a week after, but I can't say for certain at this time.
But I think that we can review this matter in June, in late June, to see where we stand and see if there's a need for a hearing, and then schedule the hearing thereafter.
Yes, that's agreeable to us.
Okay. What about the week of the 22nd?
I don't believe I have any conflicts then. I just would have to check my calendar.
Okay, then we'll plan for Attorney Hartnett. The week of the 22nd.
The week of the 22nd should be fine.
Okay, then we'll send you some dates during that week, and perhaps you can arrive at an agreed date for that week. If not that week, we could go into the week of the 29th, but we're getting close to July. Is there a problem with the week of the 29th?
No, Your Honor. The week of the 22nd should be okay as well. I just checked my calendar.
Okay, so we'll settle on the week of the 27th, and our administrator will get back to you as to some proposed times and dates during that week. All right. Are there other matters that we need to address today?
None that I'm aware of, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
All right. And the attorney Sotoro, is he representing anyone in this matter?
I'm
As
not
far
too
as
sure
you know?
about that. It's the first time I've heard his name.
Okay.
I don't know who that is, Your Honor.
All right.
Maybe he's a union. I don't know if he was a union representative or something. That's the only
All
other
right,
person
well-
I could potentially think of, but I've never heard the name.
All right. So clearly he's not a party or representing a party in this matter. All right. Thank you, counsel. If that's all, then I think we can bring this hearing to a close.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you. Take care.
You too. Thank you.
You too.
Mhm.